Now, there is this conversation, said the president, John Dramani Mahama, Obepeso Obekote team, or no MB and non kind baby speculations. Now, video are being necessary because a member of parliament, A plus specifically, Akotena UTV, a parliament, between the upper parliament, so many terms in the man. Now, and no crana. For the meantime, let's listen to A plus. Here we are, you will go into that for educational purposes.
Nya ye did this say, Mama Petete or Petete, Omu lawyer for. Omunim Yamranica, and Rana say John Mahama feels up as all Tanasu Bioma, on Famra Parliament, or Bob Babatry or Yan Yabashu, I didn't work as okay, and Ranampa, you changing Rana and say, Woody President, I'll bet me D, Akuso Biu. And I said, see, crying to about Ghana, you bet me Parliament. I am Master Ghana crying to a baby.
Now, very obvious to me, say, A plus, honorable A plus, constitution that even as a member of parliament on Kenwe, because what can we are, and what kind of where I cast about the amendment of the constitution at Article 290 of the constitution and go on carry. One, in the constitution, there are two main provisions. We have entrenched provisions and non-entrenched provisions. An entrenched provision could be an entire chapter, it could be an article, it could be a clause. A provisional, very difficult to change. And if a provision is an entrenched provisional, parliament in going to mean parliament and gas was and in a call referendum, if it be referendum and in the entire country we vote. And neoma and our provisions are any entrenched, and non-entrenched, and then on parliament, no ma or my acts or my amendment, no massasano. The presidency, the executive, it is an entrenched provision in the constitution. Article 290, and we still time you ready. 290, this article applies to the amendment of the following provisions of the constitution, which are in this constitution referred to as entrenched provisions. The constitution, A, the first entrenched provision, the constitution is a constitution that the 1992 constitution, the empire, an entrenched provision in itself, which I will say a go through referendum near Sasano. In the president, Mahama and our parliament didn't mean and accept constitution, yes, son or parliament. It doesn't happen that way. Now, you have to be listening now. You care about the terms of the president. Now, Okwa Dawa and your entrenched provision. F, or say the executive, the entire chapter 8 is an entrenched provision. Some of the chapters in Yenina, D now. Okay, we hear C, the laws of Ghana. Article 11. That article, no, and the entrenched provision in it. It means that other articles under the laws of Ghana can be changed. The executive now, presidency, the president they fall under. No, it is an entrenched provision. Anything about the president, age, how the qualifiers of the president. I mean, name it. Or qualifications. Also, a Ghana by birth. Sa new many in terms are to make the number of voters so they are all entrenched provision. Parliament in going to mean transcendent. And I'm surprised A plus as an MP, a member of parliament, Unimui. Now, a crime bell so now, say provision be entrenched a bit master. Let's go into that. Clause 2. It says, a bill for the amendment of an entrenched provision shall, before parliament proceed to consider it, be referred by the speaker to the Council of State for its advice, and the Council of State shall render advice on the bill within 30 days after receiving it. The Parliament crowd dream be so best an entrenched provisional. First, also speaker. Yen reading the Parliament to also speaker. Extra comma Council of State normal advice within 30 days. Article 3. The bill shall be published in the gazettes, but shall not be introduced into Parliament until the expiry of 6 months after the publication in the Gazette under this clause. There was some more publishing in the Gazette. Can Gazette, it could be daily graphic. 6 months, and there was some man notices, and there could post to back up. Ebe o man adi abetum, ye pese se article we constitution, sa 6 months. Sa 6 months ni soon we are. Then, clause 4, now say, after the bill has been read the first time in Parliament, it shall not be preceded with further, unless it has been submitted to a referendum held throughout Ghana, and at least 40% of the persons entitled to vote voted at the referendum and at least 75% of the persons who voted cast their vote in favor of passing the bill. Now, after seeing reading or parliament, you're posting or gazette, newspapers, near be reading or parliament, actually MPs, no, you read we are, you never review. Now I be call referendum. Referendum, no, nipa qualifies it to about Ghana hand. I will say move 40%, that is voter turnout. It be a yes, no. Ye be say yes article, ni be say yes voter turnout, so ye 40%. The nipa 100 na register so mo to about. E move 40%. E was some ye president no me to about no. Sa 40% na e beto no. E was 75% of them. Editum say ye nsesa article no. And san ye dey go back to parliament a pass a bill. Do you think this is easy? They are just joking. Even, in fact, it is easier to win presidency than to change the constitution. Constitution, you are talking about moving 60% grada. I don't think so. Constitution, it is easier to win the presidency itself than to change the constitution, an article in the constitution. Yeah, entrenched. Yes, the easier way are constitution, maybe a bit master, say be a kuaba. Now, military leader, no to constitution, no actual for. That is the only way. Aside that, forget. Because the moment a coup happens, already the constitution have been violated. Into no, it doesn't work anymore. The bit more to actually, no, the actual for. But so was son through parliament, through referendum, no, Charlie, it's not easy. 80 honorable A+, I am surprised only we as a member of parliament.